The Isaiah Factor Uncensored starts now.
And welcome to the Factor Uncensored. We're here in Highland Village where it's looking and feeling a bit like Christmas. But this next report brings anything but holiday cheer. It's about a New Orleans police officer who has been arrested for a strange crime. He's accused of inseminating a teenager in a hotel. Let's talk about it.
And joining us now to talk about this very strange situation is former Houston police officer, now law enforcement expert and security expert, Greg Dupree, who's based in Dallas. So, Greg, we have this New Orleans police officer, 45-year-old Clarence Lee Evans, accused of inseminating a teenager in a hotel. Now, tell us, how did we get here? What the hell is going? This is a first for me, hearing this kind of stuff.
It's a first for me as well. And, you know, there's so many strange things about this situation. Evidently, this guy didn't believe in sperm banks, but the route he took, it could indicate that he was looking for something else besides just looking for someone to inseminate. I did my research on this, and first of all, the site that he used is called Just a Baby, and it has a web page, but the web page refers you to an app, which is the equivalent of a Tinder app, because that's basically what it is. You build a profile on the app, and then whether you want to donate or you're looking for a donor. Now, the reviews on this app are mixed at best. There are a bunch of concerns. There's no vetting of anyone. Well, at least I didn't see where they vet anyone as far as being a donor or being, as far as being someone who's looking for a donor. And there are a bunch of complaints about how the site is full of creeps who are looking to have sex, just like on these Tinder apps, these other dating apps. And that's not what a lot of these donors are looking for. And you don't know, you have to, and one of the things they say in the complaint, you have to do your own vetting because the app doesn't do it at all.
Greg, when we talk about this, is this a legitimate app for those who are looking for donors, or is this a low-key dating site?
Well, from what I've seen on the donor, on the recipient, the people that are actually looking for donors, that seems to be legitimate. On the donor side, I can't say that so much. It's as I said, there's no vetting. And as I said, there are a ton of complaints out there on this app and in the reviews that talk about how many creeps are on this app just looking for sex. So you roll the dice as a person looking for a donation because you don't know what you're getting. And as people keep indicating in the reviews, you have to do your own vetting of these donors because the site doesn't do it.
And of course, let's get the obvious question people are thinking. Why is a minor on there? Why is a young girl on there?
Well,
not girl, but a teenager on there.
Teenager. From what I read and what I've seen on the app, anyone can download this app and build a profile. As I said, there's no vetting on the profile. You can get on, it might ask you your age, but you can lie about that and there's no verification process like they do on porn sites. So that leaves the door wide open for anyone. And as I said, this is probably going to be this cop's defense, that he assumed that the person that he was donating to was an adult. And the site bears some responsibility for that. If we're going to put guards for kids to protect children against things like this, we need to put it on all these sites that require any type of, or that are offering any type of adult interaction.
So tell us what happened. Once they got into the room, the officer got into the room with the minor. What happened? What did he allegedly do, according to investigators?
He provided the sperm sample or as a sperm donation, and they were in the process of inserting it manually when the arrest went down. From all indication at this point, there was no indication that there was any type of sexual contact between the two. But even so, with the kid, that being a minor present and the exposure of the removal of clothing, whatever process they were using, that is still against the law. And that, That is the problem that this police officer is going to have. I don't know, we don't know who the minor, if he checked to see if this was a minor or any indication. Because like I said, this app just puts you together. It has no process of, any type of formal process of insemination. And a lot of people use this app because it's free, as opposed to going through legitimate fertilization clinics, and that's one of the things they talked about in the review. You save a lot of money by using apps just like this, and it's not the only one.
Now, do we know if this teenager that was involved, if this is what she wanted to do? She wanted to, and I'm not saying it is right if she wanted to do it, and that he should have done it, but I'm trying to figure out, was this her intention walking into this to get pregnant?
Well, by all indications, at this point, it seems that it was. I mean, I didn't see anything, or I haven't read anything as of yet to indicate that this was a minor looking for any type of sexual encounter with an adult. And you have to think about it. If that was her intent, she could have easily gone to one of the dating sites and built a phony profile and done just that. But by all indication, it seems that this young person was looking to be inseminated, to have a child.
And of course, this officer, 45-year-old Clarence Lee Evans, was arrested on November 12th and charged with 2 felony counts of indecent behavior with a juvenile and contributing to delinquency of that juvenile as well. I mean, like I said, Greg, this is a first. Never heard of this odd situation, but this is the road that technology takes us on. Expect more. And wait till AI get involved. Wait till AI get involved. It's going to be really crazy. All right, Greg Dupree, based in Dallas, Texas. We appreciate your time, and we'll see you next time here with the odd, weird stuff here on The Factor Uncensored. Make sure you stay with us here on The Factor. We'll be right back.